In this video, I'm showing you the best point guard build for Pro-Am or Rec in Season 2 of NBA 2K26. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lance. I was a head coach in the NBA 2K League for 6 seasons where I won a championship with the Bucks Gaming. And for the last 2 seasons, I was a head coach for USA Basketball's esports 2K team. We won back-to-back gold medals. So for this point guard build, you're going to go with a 6'6", 183 pounds with a 6'6" wingspan. And we'll kind of talk about as we go along with this build, but this build is built for 10 cap breakers. And so that is including your 2 build specialization, which we'll get to as we go through this. So if a rating looks off, we'll talk about it. But for your close shot, you're going to go with a 66. Your driving layup is going to be a 71. Your driving dunk is going to be a 76. And this is where your first cap breaker is going to come into play, which we'll talk about later. Your standing deck is going to be a 49, and your post control is going to be a 41. So when we get to the cap breakers, we'll talk about why the driving dunk is what it is. But for now, that's what we're going to do. Now we'll go to shooting. Your mid range is going to be an 81. Your 3-point is going to be a 91. Your free throw is going to be a 99. And then your second cap breakers will go here with your 3-point. And we'll talk about that at the end here. So now for your playmaking, pass accuracy is going to be an 85. Your ball handle is going to be an 86. And your speed with ball is going to be an 86. Now for your defense, we're going to go with a 65 interior. We're going to go with an 85 perimeter. We're going to go with a 79 steal. We're going to go with a 68 block. For your rebounding, we're going to leave it at 25-45. Then now for your physicals, we're going to go 86 speed, 77 agility. We're going to go 73 strength. We're going to go 80 vertical. Okay, so now to talk about the cap breakers real quick. I'm going to pull up this diagram that's on screen of the cap breakers. So again, this was built with 10 in mind. So your first 5 is going to go into driving dunk, which is going to give you gold posterizer. You're going to be able to go from a 76 to a 93. That's going to use 5 cap breakers. So you have to make sure to have the 80 vertical in order to get the badge level to be gold. And so you'll be able to get legend posterizer if you wanted to, if you wanted to max plus to it. But 93 drive dunk is really good. At being at 6'6", you're going to want to be able to get to the rim a lot. And with your Pro-Am or Rec team, you're going to be able to do that. But yeah, 93 drive dunk on a 6'6" build is really good. Your next 2 cap breakers, this is your build specialization, is going to be on shooting. So you're going to take your 3-point from a 91 to a 93. That's going to give you gold limitless range. And then also you're going to be able to just boost a lot of your shooting badges. So you're going to be able to get if you want a legend shifty shooter, if you wanted legend dead eye, if you want to whichever point that you want there, you'll be able to have those, because being a 6'6", you're going to be able to get to the rim pretty easily. You have pretty good playmaking, but your shooting is okay. But doing this is going to make your shooting elite. So players are going to not only have to guard your drive, they're going to have to guard your shooting ability now. And then just kind of depending on your style, you can kind of mix and match those max plus 1s and max plus 2s. For playmaking, we're not going to touch anything with the build specialization or your cap breakers, because on the 6'6", the kind of, I would say the word glitch is to lower your driving dunk. And that's what you can really maximize with your cap breakers. So we saved a lot of points. But here in playmaking, we have 85, 86 ball handles, all you need. You get all the different kind of dribble animations, which again, we will have at the end of the video. We'll have dribble animations and best jump shot as well. So this does help you get the gold strong handle, which you can max plus 2 to get legend. Now, there is a case to make where if you wanted to do build specialization for your playmaking, that way you could have your lightning launch on legend, which you'll be able to do that with other max plus 1s and max plus 2s, but depending on your crew and things like that. But we only get gold lightning launch for this build, but again, you could get legend if you, depending on how you do max plus 1s and things. But the gold strong handles, you can also get legend. And then just based on where the game is at, this is patch 2.1. You can dribble again, and there's not really bump steals like it was. So you should be able to handle the ball pretty well. You get all the best animations for 6'6". That is kind of built into this. So we'll go to defense now. 65 interior, you could lower and move somewhere else if you wanted. I have it just in case you get ISO'd or a lock cuts on you or you find yourself in the paint. You might be able to get a random stop here or there. Your perimeter D, 85. This is where we're going to use your +3. So your other 3. So you have your 5 to driving, your 2 to your 3-point. Now you can use 3 here is what I suggest because it gives you 3. Every single one of these is a +2. So if you can get to 5 more cap breakers or 2 more cap breakers, if you have 10, you'll be able to get a 95 perimeter defense, which is insane to be able to be 6'6", be a point guard. You'll be able to play up on the hash really well. 85 is where it is. It's already pretty good because you already have the silver challenger and silver badges, so you'll be able to play pretty good defense. And then also max +1s and +2s with however you want to do it. 79 steal, I think, is the lowest threshold I would go. If they start to patch glove, you could get this up, but also you could use cap breakers here. You get, I think it's 11 or 12 extra for steal, so you could use the +3 here, but it doesn't get to 91. That's the only bad part. I've tried to tweak it, so if you want to mess with the build, try to get that cap breakers to only use 3 to get to a 91, but currently only goes to 90, so there's really no point unless you want to jump to that 85 interceptor, the 85 steal for gold interceptor, and then you could +2 that for legend steal. 68 block, I think, is like a must-have. You get gold or you get bronze high flying denier. It's going to help with just jumping, getting contest. You're already 6'6", but if you have to drop to the paint from the corner, you never know. Like with this build in Pro-Am or Rec, if you're a corner point guard, you might get a stop here or there just with this stuff. Your rebounding, not essential. If you wanted to get glitchy somehow, if you can maneuver a 55 to help with some box outs, but it's not really needed. Then your 86 speed, good. You're going to get the gold slippery off ball. It also is tied in with speed with ball, so it has to kind of be where it's at. You could use your plus or your other cap breakers to get to the 84 agility, which is going to give you max Alex Caruso's motion style, which is the best motion style for your guards or pretty much any offensive player. So if you can get Caruso over the perimeter defense, that's up to you. I don't necessarily think it's necessary, but some people love Caruso. It is really good. It's the best motion style, so it's really good. Then we have the 73 strength. I actually put strength in this build, so this is one area where if you're a guard and you're like, I don't want strength, that's just pointless. You could take this all the way back down, and you're for sure going to have more attribute points to add wherever you want, whether that's that agility. I don't know if it's going to get you an 84, but it could, or wherever else you want to put it. That could, help you out. But I wanted to get that strong handle. I've seen some videos here and there of just sometimes how good it can be, just to be able to kind of get some blow throughs. And so me being 6'6" and kind of running like a hybrid offense, I want to be able to, if I get a weaker player, which majority of players are weak except like your lock, power forward, and center, which I guess is pretty normal, but some players aren't putting a lot of strength on their players. And so if I can get easy like blow by animation just from having a higher strong handle, it just makes my job easier. And again, I can max +2 this to legend, so we'll see kind of how that goes. But the 73 threshold for this to be gold is really good. We do get some other good stuff, physical finisher, movable enforcer, brick wall, but things we really won't need. 80 verticals really, again, just for your driving dunk. It's going to be able to get you that gold posterizer. So that's really the only thing you need here. So this is the build. We'll see what the name is. We got all the cap breakers. So here's the shades of. We get Shea Gilgeous. We're a 2-way 3-point hunter. And so our go-to badges and things, as you can see, there's not a lot of weaknesses with this build. This is limited side-to-side movement. That's just our agility. So again, if you max plus that, you'd have no weaknesses on this build. Overall, again, it's just an all-around really good point guard build. You could take this to solo rec, play defense, guard anybody. And then again, in high-level Pro-Am, you got to have a specific set of offense, which I'm running this exact point guard currently in my Pro-Am team. I've only used it for a few days. I wanted to wait to see what patches came out, and I think this build is really good for Season 2. But again, it just really depends on your play style. So now we'll jump into, so to start for your playmaking, for your pass style, I would suggest using LaMelo Ball, LeBron, or Jimmy Butler. I like Jimmy Butler right now. I just feel like there's a few animations from LeBron's that I don't like. They're like kind of wind-ups. So I'd go Jimmy Butler, pass style, or none, possibly. But again, any of those three are pretty good. For your dribble style, I like DeJounte Murray right now. You get a really good cross launch out of this. I'm not the best dribbler in 2K, but there's a cross launch animation. If you go watch YouTube videos on it, it's pretty good. If not, I would probably just go Zach LaVine. For your signature size up, I like Tracy McGrady. It's what I'm using on my 6.6. It's pretty good. It kind of goes with that cross launch animation. For your breakdown combos, this is really a preference. I like Devin Booker just to kind of get me in front of the defense if I need to and shoot. For your escape moves, currently right now, I like Paul George. Jimmy Butler I've heard is pretty good too, but I like Paul George, just the way you can spam it. And for your combo moves, I've always just went with Pro. There's a few others that are pretty good, but I would just recommend going Pro here. For your crossover, this is all preference. I hear a lot of people like Lonzo Ball. I actually like Devin Booker, even though like the push is slow, but sometimes I can push right into a driving dunk. LeBron's is also okay. Pro is pretty good. But for me, I like Devin Booker the most. If you're behind the back, again, this is preference. Just really depends on like how you want to attack the defense. Kobe White's always a popular one. If you get the right Scottie Pippen behind the back, like the moving one, it can like kind of throw you right into being able to dunk it. Shay's is okay, but for me, if I was just any general player, I would go Kobe White. But Jimmy Butler, Scottie Pippen are also ones like if you want that moving one, if you don't really behind the back when you're just standing there, that's a really good move to do. But we'll just add Kobe White for now. For spin, I'm gonna go DeMar DeRozan. It has a good like boost out of it if you get the right animation. That one's pretty good. For your hezzy, we're gonna go James Harden. It has a really good like moving hezzy where you can like keep going one way. I don't know if that got patched, so if it did, there might be a new different one. But currently, this is the one I'm going to use until I see that that's fixed. Step back, Devin Booker is just the best one to use in my opinion. Second, maybe Vince Carter, but really these other ones don't compare to Devin Booker's. It's just a better one. Then your triple threat, always Kobe, the Kobe jab. It'll put you right in front of the defense if they kind of step too high and you can shoot right off of it. It's a travel, but you'll be able to get the shot off. And now for the jump shot for this build, we're not going to go, this is going to seem pretty plain and crazy, but I think it's just a really good jumper. So this one I use for this build. We're going to go Ray Allen base. And for your release 1, we're going to go with Baluba. For your release 2, we're going to go with Baluba. And then we're going to max release speed. And then I'm going to put, I like to shoot about right here. This is like my range. I shoot with stick still, but seems pretty plain, but I like this jumper a lot. I feel like it's green. And then just depending on, you know, your upper releases, how you like to shoot, it's just all kind of preference from there. But this right here is the best jump shot in my opinion for this build. And then when you get your 93 driving dunk, you'll be able to get a lot of different dunks. Right now it's not going to show them all, of course, because we don't have the 93, but your signature dunks, just a recommendation. I like Devin Booker a lot. A lot of them are like front two hands. So there's a lot of like flashy dunks that have the chance to like get blocked and stuff. And Devin Booker's is really safe. If we get LeBron's, I don't remember if we do. I think we do. I like LeBron's. It has a standing dunk built into the package. So you'll be able to get all of his. And plus he has some really good dunk animations that are pretty safe. And so a lot of these you're going to see are like safe animations that are going to like help you hopefully not get blocked and when you do go up. And then the other one I like is Russell Westbrook. A lot of these are like longer running stride ones that are really safe and fast. So a lot of the times when he goes up, they are one-handed, but the animations are pretty quick. And so that would be like the 3. You can add in a few if you feel like, if they're necessary. And then other than that, I wouldn't add too many of the regular dunk packages, maybe like the quick drops if you wanted. But a lot of them are already kind of all built into those packages. And the idea is like knowing what kind of package you're going to get. So equip all the alley-oops. You should get Pro, Zion. You get the Pro Contact. Make sure you go equipped all those. You do get standing dunks, these 2. If you went higher, you could get better standing dunks. But that is kind of all of the animations and everything that kind of go in this build here. So we went through, built the builder, or built the player, did the cap breakers, best dribble styles, and then the best jump shot, best dunk packages. So this is through and through an entire video built around getting you the best point guard build for season 2. Let me know your thoughts on this build. And that'll do it for this video. If you're a YouTube content creator and you have a challenging time writing titles, descriptions, and tags, check out a tool I use in the description called Launch Lens. It kind of auto does all of these things for you. If you're a Prime or Rec player, I want to play with myself or my off-grid team, there's a Discord link in the description below. Check that out. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.